Hi, this is a short video about research. So, every tribe can build laboratories in order to gain research points, or RPs as they're called for short. These RPs are generated by laboratories or a thief operation called napanometry. The point of the RPs is to invest them into your alliance research collection so that the elder or a co-elder of your alliance can use the RPs collected to buy a shared boost for every tribe that is within the alliance. The choice of research branch, or science as it's sometimes called, are shown on the screen now. Basically, you have a choice of using the research points generated to give your alliance a boost in combat or in growth. Both research branches can have between 0 to 25% research invested, and each branch gives percentage-based boosts to the tribe in your alliance. The boost depends on how much research was purchased with the RPs invested, and when the research purchased hits 20%, an additional boost for the allied tribes comes into effect. So it can be good to aim for at least 20% in one branch rather than splitting your efforts to get 10% in both branches. If we take a look at the alliance menu and research, we can have an overview of the research we've accumulated. This alliance doesn't have any research yet, and they have no research points waiting to be invested by an elder, which would show an alliance surplus here. However, if we go to the history tab, we can see that one of the tribes did invest a small amount of RPs at some point in their lifetime. Since RPs decay over time, however, they're now gone. The more RPs you have, the faster they decay. A good number of RPs to aim for is an average of 14.4 research points per acre in your alliance. How you split the work of producing that amongst the tribes in your alliance is of course up to you and is part of the strategy of the game. Laboratories or labs produce 1 research point per Orkfian month. If you devote more than 30% of your land to labs, additional labs that you build will produce less research points. Thief tribes can be very useful for alliances who want to produce research points, as the thief operation napanometry is a self-operation with average difficulty that produces 1 research point for every 30 thieves sent on average when successful. So just to recap, research works best when it's a team effort and when the timing of purchased RPs complements what your alliance is doing during the time that the research effects last. For example, having RPs ready to purchase 25% combat research when you're about to go into war might just give your alliance the edge needed to win the war. There's a lot more information, formulas and things in the Orkfian wiki, so you can go and have a look through that, or of course ask fellow players and staff via the Game Talk forum if you've still got questions. Thanks for listening.